A tricky rescue for Milwaukee firefighters. A car landed on its front bumper, crashed vertically against a tree on a steep embankment with the car's driver stuck inside. The night team's Mike Benner is live at OHSU, where the victim's being treated. Mike, how's he doing?
Yeah, believe it or not, Joe, the victim is doing relatively well tonight. His name is John Talpa. He's 50 years old and listed in fair condition tonight, and firefighters tell us that he's really lucky. It was along this busy stretch of McLaughlin Boulevard, just north of Park Avenue, where firefighters were dispatched to just after noon today.
The vehicle was on its top, and then a little bit farther we heard vehicle was over the embankment.
And when Tyson Lowther and other first responders arrived on scene, they found something they don't see every day.
I'm seeing the underside of the car. This shouldn't, we shouldn't see this.
We might be able to clear it and get it that way.
As you can see in this video shot by one of the authorities on scene, a Volkswagen Jetta went down a steep embankment and landed vertically on its front bumper. The driver, John Talpa, was still inside.
We're down there before the vehicle stabilized, so at any minute it could have shifted. He could have started freaking out more and trying to go out the door.
The first thing firefighters did was secure the car to the tree it was resting against.
We can't let that vehicle go any farther down the embankment. It was probably maybe 15 feet down, maybe 40-degree incline, and then maybe another 50 feet was, to the bottom.
And after the car was secure, firefighters began what they call a low-angle rescue. They carefully pulled the victim out of the car and lifted him up the brush-filled hillside.
That's a pretty bread and butter call. It's difficult, but we practice it a lot.
And on this day, practice made perfect. The victim was out of his car and on his way to the hospital within 40 minutes of the accident.
It could have been really bad for this guy.
Steve McAdoo says had he not been wearing a seatbelt, one of two things would have happened.
He would have either gone into the windshield the way he was going, or he would have been ejected out the side.
But neither fate came to be. Instead, a rescue that can only be described as daring.
Dealing with the incline and the mud, and the vehicle was on its nose. That's, I have to say it's very rare.
And back out here live, once that car was back on all four wheels, it actually caught fire, but firefighters were able to quickly put that out. As for the other vehicle, that driver also suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Let's send it back to you in the studio.
Well, hats off to those rescuers. Great job. Thank you, Mike. Toyota's troubles seem to be